Hey guys, in this video I am checking out a very interesting lens sent to me by 7artisans. Now I've reviewed a couple of their lenses on this channel and this is by far probably the most unique one. So first, let's take a look at how it's packaged. Here is the box that the lens comes in. No pictures on the sides, no information really on the side. All you get is the back where you have a model number LM 50mm f1.1. That is the lens that is inside. It doesn't even list the mount. I have a little adapter that was also included for me to use this on the Sony. So let's open this up. I cut the seals just a moment ago, but all right. 50mm f1.1, little inspection warranty card, adjust focus instruction. Interesting. All right, we get foam and the lens itself. It looks silver. It is silver, that's cool. So it's been a while since I've had a silver lens. Nice metal lens cap, 7artisans branded. Look at that, it looks awesome. So the front lens element is quite nice looking, very clear. There's almost no AR coating that I can see. Usually you get kind of a purple and blue tint, but this is kind of just straight up clear. DJ optical holding it down. 50mm f1.1, 55mm filter thread. That is the 7artisans logo, I think in Chinese, and then the serial number here. Then around the back, that is not an E-mount. All right, so that is the adapter mounted on the back, and you could see now we have an E-mount. Let's take a look at the actual lens, the side of it. So at the very top you have aperture control, very smooth, declicked. I say smooth in the beginning and then it gets a little bit gritty towards the end. But f1.1, 1.4, f2, all the way down to f16. And you can see this clearly how huge those aperture blades are. Then as far as the focus ring, you have that right here. Not much of a range at all. So maybe that's why you should be adjusting it, but you get maybe a quarter turn to focus from, let's see, about infinity, 8 meters to 0.7 meters, so about a meter in front of you. So yeah, excited to throw this on the camera just to see what we get. I don't really know what to expect with this thing, but it should be interesting. So let's check it out. So here is the lens mounted on my A6000. Now this is a Leica M mount lens, so you do have to use this Leica M LM to NEX adapter. These are very inexpensive to get, and this lens does come in black, so if you are not a fan of the silver, the black version is definitely available on Amazon. And this is how it looks. You can see that it is a nice and compact lens for how fast it is. f1.1, that giant front lens element on the front, a little bit of green off of the reflection. This is a very heavy lens. It weighs about 400 grams or so. It does make the small A6000 a little bit more front heavy. So let's take a look at some sample photos and videos using this lens on my Sony A6500. So it's important to understand that this is a full frame lens. So in order to get the best image quality out of it, you should be using it on a full frame Sony or other mirrorless camera. Now I only have crop sensor cameras at my disposal, so in reality I was only using the center portion of the lens, so keep that in mind as I walk you through some of the characteristics of this thing. Now the shots that you get with this lens are very unique. They're different. They are not like other fast 50mm lenses that I've tried. Dare I say it's soft at f1.1 even in the center. The corners are not that great, wide open. As you stop it down, let's say to f2, the center gets a lot sharper and the corners start to improve, but the corners really don't even get that good until you're stopping it down to like f5, f8, which in reality with the lens this quick you're probably never going to do. So sharpness is definitely not this lens's strong suit. However, for portrait work, some people may prefer the slightly soft look and effect that you get from a lens. Personally, I'd rather just have a sharp lens and then blur it and fix it in post if necessary. So at f1.1 there is a lot of chromatic aberration, even in the center and especially in the corners. Even stopping it down to like f2 and f2.8, I was able to see the chromatic aberration in the viewfinder. So it's not the best from a color fringing standpoint. Also, there is a whole lot of flaring, which you could make artsy and cool in some photos, but some folks may not prefer that. So let's talk about bokeh. Now at f1.1 wide open, you see some outlines as far as the bokeh balls are concerned in the center, which is kind of cool, but also kind of strange. I've never seen that before. Now, as you move to the corners, the bokeh balls become bokeh footballs. You get that outline of the bokeh balls, and then you get kind of a stretching effect around the corners, and you can play around with kind of low lights and lights around your subject, just like in this shot, and you can get some really cool creative shots. The focus ring travel is pretty short. I do wish I had more of a range to really nail focus in most of my shots, but using zoom into focus with the A6500, it wasn't too difficult to nail it. Build quality is excellent. It is one of the better lenses that I've seen from 7artisans, so very good job from that standpoint. So to summarize, you have a lens that wide open at f1.1 is soft in the center, especially soft in the corners, has a lot of chromatic aberration, has some vignetting as well that I failed to mention, and produces some very different bokeh. Now those all seem like very negative characteristics, but I truly have enjoyed using this lens. I really think it's actually a great lens. Now, it's not ideal for people who are looking for the sharpest tool in their arsenal of lenses. There is not a single lens out there that I've tested that produces those types of images, especially at f1.1, that this thing does. Now, do I prefer it to the Camlan 50 f1.1? It's hard to say. I will have to say that at a price of $369 plus the adapter, there are a lot of other 50mm lenses out there. In fact, 7artisans has a 55mm f1.4 lens, which is about $110. And to be honest, I still prefer that one over this one, at least for the Sony APS-C sensor cameras. This thing is very unique and it's designed for someone who is looking for a very specific, artistic, creative lens. So if that is you, definitely check it out. I'll post a link down below to Amazon. It's not for everyone though. So if you're looking at a good 50mm lens, check out the Sony 50 f1.8. That'll run you about $250, which is a little bit less than this thing. Take a look at the Sigma 60 f2.8 as well. Camlan 50 f1.1 is excellent, and then the 7artisans 55 f1.4 as well. So I'll post a couple of links to different portrait lenses down below for you guys to check out. But that is going to be it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. Let me know what you guys think of this lens and specifically the images that I got with it. Always curious to read your comments. Thank you for all of your likes and support. Stay tuned for more. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.